Hi Taurus, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your weekly tarot messages. We're going to take a look and see what the cards predict for you for the week ahead. It is going to be a general reading, guys, so please just keep that in mind. If you are after a personal tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address will be listed just below the video where the show more section is. Otherwise, guys, let's go ahead, give the cards a shuffle, and let's begin. So what's coming in for Taurus? Okay, so Taurus, bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Wands. I see that there is a conflict in your energies. I see that there is something here that feels like it's testing you. Okay, so this week in particular, it feels like there is something here that could leave you feeling very emotionally disconnected or very emotionally drained, very confused, very torn or conflicted. It could be a romantic relationship, so an important relationship could be tested, okay? Your connection with your person here could be tested, and you might potentially feel yourself very disconnected from a certain individual, okay? They may not be their usual self, they may not necessarily be talking with you, they may have been a little bit withdrawn and silenced here, but I feel like this is a test. This is a test for you and for the relationship, and it's a test to see if this relationship is indeed fighting for. Okay, so I know it's not going to be comfortable for a lot of you, but this, just remember, you know, your relationship here is being tested. I also feel like it's probably a good time to let go of any fears. Let go of any old fears and try and find confidence in the deepest parts of yourself, because you're going to feel a little less than secure this week, okay? Especially, you know, with this person acting weird or acting strange towards you, whether it's a romantic connection, a friend, or, you know, any personal business relationship here. This person will really, they will act cold, they will act distant here, and they will be very withdrawn. You know, I don't know, I feel like what the cards are encouraging you to do is to sort of go, you know, go deep and let go of any fears or presumptions that you might have about this person. And I also feel like it's kind of, you know, right now it's this period of healing, okay? So whether you and your person need healing, or whether, you know, your relationship here needs healing. Something certainly deserves your time and your energy in that regard. There might be minor health issues that you might experience. So for instance, like headaches or even like a cold. Also, equipment could go faulty for some of you. I feel like this week in particular would be a really good time for meditation, or just sort of, you know, taking a step back. You potentially might feel very lonely, or you might feel like you want to be alone here, but I think it might be a good idea for you, because I feel like you want peace. There's so much conflict in your energies and there's so much stress and tension that I feel like what you really want right now is peace, and maybe taking some time away from, you know, certain energies or certain things might give you some peace that you're looking for. So if you feel like being alone, that's fine. Just remember, you need to take care of your emotional needs before you can take care of anyone else's. So I definitely see you having challenges with regards to emotional issues. If you can, try and stay away from any gossip, any scandal, because you potentially could be dragged into what feels like some drama, some unnecessary drama that, trust me, you don't want to be a part of. I'm also seeing that there may be some minor physical issues, like any, for those of you that work out regularly, or, you know, are involved in competitive sports, there might be some minor issues in that regard. Definitely take care of your emotions if you can, because I feel like, especially this week, because I feel like otherwise it might, the emotions might pent up and build up, and it might lead to anger, frustrations, and just arguments as well. Okay, now for the Magician's energy, I feel like the reason why he's popped up here in your spirit is to remind you that, at the end of the day, because the Magician is the ultimate manifester, right? And I feel like the reason why he's popped up in your spirit here is just to remind you, you need to take some sort of power or control back, okay? Because you might be looking to external forces or influences, someone or something outside of your control for happiness or for some sort of guide or some sort of direction. Everything that you need is already within you, okay? And some of you are looking outside of you, but everything that you possess is what you need to succeed, is what you need to move forward, because what you're going through is a bit of a rocky patch, and especially this week, it does feel like you're being tested, it does feel like you're being challenged, but I do think, you have what it takes to push past this. I'm also seeing, because the Magician, at the end of the day, he is a skilled manipulator. Back in the olden days, the Magician was regarded as a bit of a street scammer. So there is a bit of a deception, okay? So you potentially might find out this week that the person you're dealing with isn't necessarily who they say they are, okay? So they could be someone close to you, could be an enemy that masquerades themselves as a friend, okay? Someone potentially could be a casual lover or a part-time lover that is masquerading him or herself to be a full-time lover. There is some sort of deception that I feel like is really involved with certain energies, in particular this week. So make sure that you take the time to really understand the person or the people that you're dealing with and understand their intentions, because I feel like something isn't what it seems, or someone isn't who they say they are. Of course, that could also mean that your perception of someone is not truthful, okay? So maybe, you're making excuses for someone. Maybe you're looking at someone and seeing what you want to see rather than who that person really is. So especially with, the Magician here, I feel like this is a test. The Magician and who this person represents, or what this situation represents, is ultimately a test of your character, okay? I feel like you'll also have an opportunity this week to address something with someone, or address some sort of issue that's been concerning you. So you might need to put your foot down, okay? You might need to put your foot down. You might need to be very honest and very direct in your approach here. I feel like you already know what it is that you want, and you already know what it is that you need, but you have to go after it. You also have to be mindful and respectful of other people's boundaries, okay? Especially if there are more than just two people involved in this situation. And you also have to be, I feel like you also have to be mindful of how you come across. Make sure that you're not jumping into anything new this week, because I feel like you potentially could jump into things without thinking about them, and I feel like past mistakes might have you doing the same thing again, okay? So if you're starting something new, whether it's with someone or if you're starting something out, just make sure you're not jumping into something here without thinking. So you're not being rash, you're not being impulsive here, you're thinking things through. You're feeling more than a little nervous about something. I feel like there's a key conversation that's going to take place this week. And I don't know if you're the one that's instigating it, but a key conversation that probably should have taken place is yet to take place. And I think your person, or the person that you're dealing with here, is about to discover some very strong opinions that you have about them or about the situation. And I think from that conversation I see a lot of positive unfolding. So it's like you're speaking a truth, or you're putting your intention out there. You're a little more than nervous to have this conversation, and so are they, but I do think it's very important. Okay, all right guys, and these are your messages. Thank you for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing, or subscribing to the channel. Bye.